she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sail that sea.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched it on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
The ball carrier.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. He did Couldn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Joe Burrow with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
29-yard line.
Here's the big man Dillon with it. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On third down, here's Dillon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, it's Peyton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
C.J. Mosley on the.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards the pickup. First down, Denver.
7. First down, Broncos.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Morgan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Touchdown. And his defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff to Dillon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
33-yard line.
On the give, here comes Peyton. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Morgan. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Broncos first
this
down.
Offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, Dillon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Dillon. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
6 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Operating from the gun, Morgan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Drake on the carry.
A gain of 3, second down.
On the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down now, it's Thompson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Only 2 punts for him last week. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
By Andrew Billy. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On second down, Dillon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down now, Dillon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
On the stop. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Now Morgan from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Morgan to throw. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back.
Morgan.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
At the 26-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, here's Burrow. It's Kelsey on the ground. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Counter play, Drake. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Mike, nice.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Leads to 3rd down and 3.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And it's complete to Kelsey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Drake. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Kenyon Drake.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Complete to Kenyon Drake. It's a gain of 2. Brings up.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now here on EA Sports.
14.
It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Denver.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On On the handoff, this is Dillon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A.J. Dillon.
Clinton Dix there for the stop.
At the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Dillon. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
Garrett.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
C.J. Mosley.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Dillon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Score Jets 14. Broncos.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
23-yard line.
The Jets on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Dillon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And he is going to lose yardage here.
The score, Broncos 15.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Touchdown, Jets.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Jets 20, Broncos 15. Aldrich Rosas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Broncos are going to call the 1st of their timeouts. as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking that time for Stills, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
Tonight's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall back to